Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. I hope you guys are all doing well, giving you big hugs, sending you lots of love, through the ethers, the best I can do. Today I'm going to read on Jared's legal future. And this would be the last one because I don't feel that Tiffany has any situation going on there, but if something comes up in the future, I definitely will read on her. But going through the whole Trump crime family, he's got to be in there, right? So let me get the camera dropped down and get this Kipper reading going. Okay, so as usual, I'm using Toni Puhle's Kipper cards, the Card Geek. And this, of course, is for Jared. So Jared's legal future. Legal and personal future. Let's see what is Jared's future as of mid-September 2021. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Oops. No idea about his relationship with his mother. This would be his mother here. Oh, here's Ivanka. Wow. And here he is, and they're pointing in the opposite direction. Wow. Whoa. Okay. This is really interesting. Give as much room as I can for close captioning here, actually. Hold on, let me deal with this. It's always tricky. Okay, so I think that's good enough there. So right here in the middle with the theme, of course, yeah, somebody's stolen something and has been for a long time. This is his father for sure. And this is his mother way over here. What he has been stealing on a lifelong level will be investigated, and he will have to account for. This would be going in front of an IRS audit. This would be, literally an investigation with demands. Wow. So for a long time, this card can be the card of taking 2 years, and you would look to the card to the left to see what could take 2 years. Well, something that's going to level him, that's going to make him ill. And he's down here in the bottom. All this is weighing down on him. The only thing he has control over about his legal future, because all these cards are at his back, and so he doesn't see it coming, and they're inauspicious. The only thing he has control over is getting the heck out of Dodge to find new work. Wow. So because he showed up here, well, let me read the four corners first, actually, just so I don't forget. So this is definitely Ivanka. Their money flow is restricted. He may literally wind up in prison because there's documents, and it affects her, their money, their home, their real estate, and there's, just being tortured with worry over this whole thing. Okay, so now I'll focus on him. So like I said before, something's going to take a long time. This could have to do with what he did as a younger, richer person, because this person, when you with all this cartomancy rules, you look to the cards around the person to get the clues. Well, this could be like his younger self and what he did for his father, and what he did for any other supportive man who had a lot of money and power in the past. But whatever he divulges in the investigations into him affects not only his father but any other supportive man. And whoever this, because it knights up here, whoever this other person, does he have a brother? He may have a brother. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And then it knights up here to like his real estate holdings, his, the strength or not of his financial future. This is also a card of like a family, it's our family foundation. Family can be the history of his family. So it could be something new even that comes out about his father. But it also could be that he will be reflecting on his childhood, and, the sorrow around that will come up. And the dreams that he had, he still has those dreams in the future of he wants it to go back to the way it was. But then again, I think his childhood was pretty messed up. Because his father was, he's pretty close to being, like a, what's his name? Bernie Madoff. It's just that it wasn't as publicized. So this is really interesting here. Okay, so what else? I don't know, does he have a brother and a sister? Because if so, they're probably not on his side. All of this being behind his back is like wanting to come together with Ivanka, but there's restrictions there, and no. Someone that could be more creative and help him, like a younger friend or colleague that could help him, or maybe has been helping him for a long time. Maybe there's meetings about that, but it's all behind Ivanka's back. Because she's headed that way. This is how you see, in in the Kipper, if a couple's together or not. Well, absolutely not together in, spirit. And this is what's in between, and the reasons why they're pointing in opposite directions. Like, who's this woman? Or maybe who's this guy? Because on another level, this wouldn't have to be a brother or sister. This could be somebody else that he's been, connected to. Because this illness card can also be like a card of sexuality. And for a long time, things haven't been right. And all this is coming up in his future. If his legal future is imprisonment somehow, it's right here. There's that possibility. Otherwise, why would that card be there? Unless it's just financial restrictions. But imprisonment would definitely cause financial restrictions, wouldn't it? And he just wants to get out of Dodge to get work somewhere else. That's where he's headed. And all this is weighing down on him. Wow. Okay, so let's use the deck of character. See what we get from it. I need to remember to put these decks in the description area. You guys yell at me if I forget that. If you want it, and I'll definitely do it. So I already shuffled the cards for him. So Jared. Who are the future characters he's going to be involved with, and what will he be doing himself? What tools will he use? What tools will he have available to himself? And what will he use? Okay. And what places will he go? What will be available to him, and where will he go? 1, 2. Okay. All right. Oh, Ivanka had that card in her reading, right in that same position. Oh boy. Wow. How interesting. Okay. I think she had that same card, but I didn't think it was maybe over here. I don't know. I can't remember. Let's see. Sprout ruler. So these are the tools at his disposal. Wow. She had that. That was in, I think, Don Jr.'s. Ivanka had that card too. She had these cards. I remember that. Wow. And she had the meadow. Bad. Club. Oh boy. Okay. So, in his, well, what frames in his reading is he's going to be wrestling with himself as to who to protect, what about his kids, things like that. But then what's up with this going to the disco club? And why is the bed there? What the heck is that about? Wow. Hold on, let me get these. Now that I'm looking through the viewfinder, I can see. You need a little more room for closed captioning down here. Okay. Hope that works. All right, so in the middle of his reading here, he's trying to master, his financial situation and resurrect himself, but he's stuck in this maze of how does he free himself from this, like the teenage puberty type of, oh my goodness, and he's been like the master, he's been the devotee to Trump, you know, the demon here. And he's trying to master, well, like, what do I do with that? How do I dance my way out of this to get to maybe a more peaceful place? So he's really immature. Especially on a spiritual level, of course. And he's trying to master that. Like, how do I not give myself away anymore? And how do I dance myself? How do I move? How do I move to a more peaceful place where I can relax? Interesting. These cards Knight together, so he's wrestling with that new place where he's trying to get out of his teenage years. That's the thing, is like when we're dealing with issues of individuation, we have to revisit all of our childhood wounding. And so Ivanka had that card too, but of course it had to do with her father. But he's trying to find his own power. Dragon is a card of power. And maybe be like his own ruler. Maybe when he was a teenager, I don't know if did he have to go to Catholic school? Did he get his fingers or hands smacked with a ruler? I don't know. Is he trying to grow wings and get away from that? But he's having to revisit it, and it has to do with his family and his home and his upbringing, and he's wrestling with all of that. The angsty teen card, Knight's down here to the home, and then trying to, overcome that. The resurrection card to me is so much like the judgment card in the tarot, where it's about honoring your call and rebirth and transformation. And of course his past was just devoted to this. And of course these types of people, their entire self-identification revolves around how much money and other financial accoutrements they have. So he's dancing within that realm. And in his future, I don't see him getting away from it, because he's still devoting himself to this demonic kind of energy, this darkness. And the claw could have to do with Russia, like the bear, right? And who's he in bed with? What is this about? What is this about? Who does he like, I mean, both of these cards are kind of musically oriented, and I don't know what that means with him, because I don't, I have, other than the little bits I read in the news about him once in a while, and I have not looked in a long, long time, I don't know anything about him. But this is all very, if we took this teenage card and put it all together, it's like, what is this, right? What's with this, like, energy? It's creeping me out. It's creeping me out. And this dog is like, I'm not feeling, because of these other cards around it, this is kind of neutral. This is like, okay, what chords are you going to play? And then here it comes back to this like disco, or this could be kind of like a good old boys club that he's in bed with, that has to do with Russia, dark energy, the oligarchs that he's devoted himself to, and it might be in the future that he's looking for them to help him out of this situation, and he'd be willing to get in bed with anybody and do whatever they want. Wow, because this is the movement here. Yeah. And like home and families back here, and then to have money be his master and to be devoted towards demonic energy of materialistic, and then Russian oligarchs and look for that help from them. This is creepy. This is creepy. I don't have anything else to say about it, but I really look forward to your comments. Oh, goodness. I have so many intuitives in my community. I love you all, and everybody has their own intuition, whether you're a reader or not. Everyone has their own psychic abilities and intuition, and there's a lot of information in these images, so I await your comments. Okay, but this is the last one in the series of the Trump crime family, their legal future. Of course, I'll revisit it later if need be. So, okay, but I'm going to get this uploaded and see you guys later. Take good care. Bye.